Yeah, there used to be a road, but I guess with all that rain that happened this past few weeks, like totally washed it out. Yeah, Manny says, take your sound equipment way into the canyon and blast it from there. I'm like, damn, we carry all that equipment all the way out there. So I thought, this is good enough. Well, my name is Bert Benally from Tualacan, Sweetwater, Arizona. That's my identification as a Navajo. So those of you that know me, I guess you can hit me up for money now. I'm a Navajo artist, but I'm using as many and as much of the contemporary techniques and strategies, I guess, to present my art, and I think that's what, at least I like it, and I'm happy that other people like it as well. The job I have that pays is I'm an elementary school art teacher and part-time adjunct professor at Diné College, teach art, and I work with a lot of non-traditional artists, graffiti artists, and punk and rap groups and hip-hop b-boys, so I'm always kind of in the outer fringes anyway, so it makes for an interesting combination when you bring all those knowledge and experiences together, and I think that's what people are looking for, a new perspective that hasn't been really presented on a international or art world, I guess. I've had a lot of opportunities to do things off the res, and I've never really kind of taken to them because, like I said, a lot of my art is with the Navajo audience in mind. And sure, it blows people's minds away when they see it off the res, but you know, I want my own people to see it, which is why I really like this project, because it's right here in my own country, Navajo land, and my primary audience are Navajo people, and I'm hoping that they get an experience and a broader knowledge of what's actually going on out there, because global knowledge, global experience is entering our Navajo Nation. We need to step up and be ready to go on that global level. Originally, we met here with the intent of doing a sound installation with Raven Chacon and Robert Hinkney, but along the process, as usually happens, other people heard of it, and somehow Ai Weiwei got involved, and they earmarked me as a prime candidate to work with them. And I think one of the reasons why is, unlike most Navajos, I grew up on the res. I speak Navajo, but I do my art in a contemporary fashion. Unlike other Native artists who kind of grew up off the reservation and are not too familiar with the culture, and so even though their work is strong, it has an appeal to non-natives, but our own people kind of don't connect with the art. Whereas the stuff I was doing, it had appeal to Navajos, Indians, and also appeal off the res. So I think that was one of the reasons why they keep bugging me. In grad school, I struggle with trying to find my place in the art world, because I knew I was Navajo, but I didn't want to be, as most Native artists, I didn't want to be a tag as just a Native artist and kind of get stuck in Santa Fe and not be able to leave. So what I ended up doing was I had to just kind of erase all the Western traditional art knowledge that I had and kind of rebuild on the Navajo foundation. And that's kind of what really liberated me and made my work more interesting. Otherwise, I think I might have ended up with a booth in Indian market like a lot. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they make money and make a living. I'm happy for them. But for me, I see a bigger picture, and that's kind of why I think this is interesting. And but going back, I think having said that, I always used Navajo as my primary subject, and I was thinking of Manilito's grandmother, who lives right up here, and I kept going through different images and different designs, trying to figure out how can I make that grandma appreciate what I'm doing, but at the same time present it in a format that no one's ever seen. Okay, well, I don't know what it's called. Just light and shadow art, I guess. But as most traditional Navajos, I went to a lot of ceremonies and hogans with dirt floors, and as a little kid, you know, attention span kind of not as long as adults. And I just start playing with the sand. There's usually a fire kerosene lamp, and then I would make designs with the sand by moving it around, and that always kind of interested me. And through the years, I've kind of experimented with that. I made neon projects doing the same thing, and when this project came up, I always kind of wanted to do something like this. And I kind of struggled with what kind of design to do, and the Shiprock Fair is happening. It's fall, and Yebichis are in season, so I thought, you know, how about the 12 feathers of the Yebichi? I think that's pretty appropriate, and I think it has a lot of significance for Navajos, and for non-natives, it's just feathers that look cool, that's native, so I think it appeals to a wide range of people. So the idea, we're gonna light the bonfire, and I raise the sand, and it'll cast a shadow, and when you're looking at it from the top, it'll look like maybe a fan or a headdress. So something small. I'd like to do something even bigger with actual sunlight at one point, but for now, this is what do you call it? A sketch, an idea, just to see how it flies. And I DJ mainly, and I play music, and I'm trying to, I guess, do sound collages, and so I've made a lot of samples and loops of Native American records I have, so I'm going to be playing that from the top of the cliff, and the sound will kind of reverberate through the canyon and hopefully give the people an experience they will remember. One of the things I think is it's okay to move ahead and incorporate technology as long as you have the foundation. And I think as Navajo people, that's one of our strengths. And if you look through all our history, one of the reasons why I think Navajos have prospered more than a lot of other tribes is our ability to adapt and grab certain things from other cultures, and we just kind of twist it and make it our own, and it becomes Navajo. So I think as far as art ideals and strategies, I think we're capable of doing that. And I think maybe after they see this, they realize, other artists will realize that it can be done. And, you know, just like at the flea market, when someone comes up with a new idea, everyone flocks to them. And the next week you go there and there's 3 more people with the same idea, taking it to the next level. And pretty soon everyone is kind of adapting this new technique or style, and the innovation that Navajos have, I think, is really unique, and I think on a higher art level, I think we can take it there as well.